up, y'all? It's your girl Bella. Back up in this thing. I had to come back and talk about Claressa Shields. So welcome back. This is where we talk culture, sports, and real talk. And today, y'all, we got to talk about this one right here. And I got the timeline split. Well, she got the timeline split. Claressa Shields, the self-proclaimed GWOAT. She got kicked out of an event, so some new information has come out. She was actually kicked out of the event, and there's been a lot of reports that it's going to ban her from future events. And now, y'all, Alycia Baumgardner is talking about pressing charges. I really don't know how to feel about that, but here's where it gets sticky, y'all. Y'all know over here we be showing Claressa love for a minute. And I've been pro Claressa, I really have. I recognize greatness, I recognize Black excellence, and I recognize Flint, Michigan, standing 10 toes down. So, and that's really why. But we need to have a real conversation. Should Claressa still be the face of women boxing? Is she truly the GWOAT? Or are people finally saying, girl, enough? And there's a lot of people saying that. Or, plot twist, is this whole thing promo? Because you know how those boxers be. Because boxing and messing has been cousin for years. So hit the comments now, because I already know somebody typing in all caps right now. So let's start here, because hold on, y'all, Claressa, she don't call herself one of the greatest. Sis said, "GWOAT, greatest woman of all times." And if we're talking resume, who can really touch her, right? Think about it. Who can really touch her? I mean, well, let me say this. Nobody has proven that they can touch her. So she got 2 Olympic gold medals. She do. She is undisputed in multiple divisions. She got world titles all over the place. She carried women boxing conversation for years when folks wasn't paying attention, before all these big platforms started investing heavy, right? Claressa was outside carrying the whole pressure for the whole women's boxing. Because you got to remember, Layla Ali, the gap between that has been like, what, 10, 12 years? So she's been carrying that outside pressure. And that's all facts. But now we got to keep it real. Sometimes when Black women say they're great, people, they call it arrogant. When others do it, it's confidence. You know what I mean? Different energy. And I know some of y'all peep that too. And let me stop here, because if you like culture, sports, and these conversations everybody's scared to have, hit that subscribe, because over here we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, y'all. So I want to go ahead and show you guys the MVP. It's the most valuable promotions. They are aware of the incident during the MVPs. And I think it was, I hope I pronounced her name right, Rousey versus Carreno event. And that was this Saturday night, involving physical contact by Claressa Shields toward Alycia Baumgardner. Now, the Shade Room reported that over the weekend, and by the way, you guys, she didn't slap her in her face, is what I'm being told. They got into a physical altercation, but Claressa is saying something totally different, although she's been banned from the MVP events until further notice. And they just feel like, there's a time and place for fighter tension and banter, but to physically attack a fellow athlete where there is a guest inside a private VIP area is unacceptable. And they're calling Claressa all kind of names online, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to read it to you. Hope you don't mind. So, the most valuable promotion is aware of the incident during MVP Rosie versus Canero event on Saturday night involving physical contact by Claressa Shields towards Alycia Baumgardner. MVP maintains a strict zero tolerance policy for hostile, threatening, or aggressive behavior towards fighters, staff, media, or guests of any other of our events. Physical altercations outside the ring or cage are unacceptable in any MVP environment. MVP does not condone, tolerate, or accept Claressa Shields' behavior in that setting, and I don't know what that says. It reflects poorly on MVP and women's sports. Wow. Which we have worked tirelessly to uplift. Effective immediately, Claressa Shields is banned from all MVP events until further notice. There is a time and place for fighter tension and banter, but to physically attack a fellow athlete while they're as a guest inside a private VIP area is unacceptable. MVP would like to thank the new security for their swift response in addressing and de-escalating the situation, and appreciate Alycia Baumgardner not retaliating and further amplifying the situation. We remain committed to maintaining a safe, respectful, and professional environment for all participants and attendees at our events, and will continue to enforce these standards without exception. Wow. Let's keep going. So, I can't see that. I'm going to try my best to read Alycia's tweet. Alycia came back and said, when your purpose is to elevate, there will always be people who attempt to pull you down to the level on which they operate. I can't really see that, so I'm not going to strain my eyes. But you can go Google her tweet. I'm kind of torn between this because I kind of feel like I don't know. Let's keep going. So Claressa responds, right? And she says, Claressa says, I'm going to continue giving bitches hell respectfully. That little ass girl said, I'll beat your ass right now after already disrespecting me. Now you classy and playing a victim. Can't go around threatening people. Take that, I guess that's a slap, and try to get your lick back. Whoa. Then somebody said, well, you sucker punched her. And she said, I didn't sneak anybody. I was right there in her face. Let's keep going. Then Claressa said, tomorrow about to be a movie. Okay, so today is what? No, tomorrow was Sunday. So it's Tuesday. I'm waiting, Claressa. And then people are talking about her class, like, where's this class? You sure you can give money but can't change the character. And then Claressa said, I got plenty of class. She threatened me and called me all kind of bitches too. So Claressa, I guess she's basically saying that Alycia started it. But I agree with Lil Duval, who said, how you going to say, I'll whoop your ass right now, then get slapped, and then say you pressing charges?
Get out the way. I want to get in. No. World star. I'll referee. I'm qualified to get referee.
But let me tell y'all what's funny. I'm finna show y'all something that's really funny. Michael Irwin, the wide receiver from the Cowboys, he was right there and he made a video about it, y'all. Let me get to his video. Now, Michael and LeBron, they was right there. See, Michael, they was right there. So let's listen to what they saw because Michael, the playmaker, and Le'Veon Bell was right there. They got the exclusive insight. So let's listen to what they said happened. It was right there.
I was in your way. You remember that, like in the Rocky movie, when they were about, and it was, no, don't fight here, don't fight here. Don't waste that money. Don't waste that money.
That's all you say. I'm trying back up. I see Papoose right there too. I'm like, boy, I'm telling you. You saw, you see, I saw it too. You could see the ride.
I was feeling it. Yeah, you go and I swear the lady stepped in like, no. When he felt the ride, man, I was feeling that, bro. And that's when she struck out. Wow. They got me out with you were talking to boom! Oh, so wait, hold up. I knew it was coming. Bro. And I felt it, but you know what's crazy? I didn't really think she go there. I didn't either. I think she'll go there. I didn't think she'll go there. I thought maybe she's gonna shove her, maybe. Right. She like, nah. Pop! We don't catch feelings look right now. Hey, but you know what people not talking about though? AD got a kid. She ate that little.
So yeah, people are really got mixed reviews. Some people are saying Alycia got what she's asking for. Other people are saying Claressa don't have no class. But see, being the greatest and being the face ain't always the same thing. And I'm talking about sponsors, relationships. Wait, let me go back. Oops, I don't know what I'm doing. Media, public image, so much that you have to do to be the face of anything, right? So I can imagine that Claressa is under a lot of pressure and she's always having to defend the title, maybe. But when you become the bigger than your talent, like Muhammad Ali wasn't just talent, Ali was an experience. Even Coach Prime understands this. You controlling narratives, you building moments. But lately, Claressa seems like she stay in smoke. She stay in beefs. She's doing all this back and forth, calling folks out all the time, all this drama that surrounds her. And I think it's starting to weigh heavy on people. But now physical altercations without actually it being a fight. And people is really online saying that they tired. They tired of her, but they've been saying that, especially when she started dating Papoose. And I ain't saying I agree with everybody. I'm just saying what folks ain't saying. Y'all know how I do. Because eventually people stop separating the talent from headlines. And I think that's what's happening to Claressa right now. I think Alycia is trying to come for her spot. And that's just really what it is. You're going to let her trick you out your spot, Claressa? Or is this straight up promo, y'all? Because this is going to be a good fight. This is going to be a great fight. Because boxing, they be playing in our face too. Y'all know that, right? So let's not act brand new. Ali, Tyson, Floyd, Conor McGregor, WWE energy. The pushes, the arguments, the chaos. Don't get it twisted because it's women. Boxing knows controversy sells. So I got to ask, is this real life, y'all? Or did everybody just accidentally sell a fight? Because that clip of Michael Irwin is convincing me that this was promo. And if it is promo, that's pretty good. And I got to be real with y'all. Claressa know how to sell a fight. She done packed out 2 fights in Detroit. Her last 2 fights sold out. Because if Claressa and Alycia ever fought, the internet is going to break. Women boxing numbers are going to go through the roof. And it's going to be pay-per-view. Crazy. Everybody watching, and I mean everybody. So now I got to ask y'all, did things get out of control? Or are we watching the beginning of a mega fight? And I'm going to go towards the mega fight. Because ain't no way, if you're a boxer, you just let somebody slap you like that. You know? So here's my real question. Here's my issue. If Claressa is the GWOAT, why do I always feel like she got to fight for respect, though? And I know y'all don't like her because she's with a married guy who's been saying that he's getting divorced and haven't. But that's a whole nother video, right? But I'm talking about talent-wise, resume-wise. The girl earned her flowers, period. But the perception is a different conversation. Some fans love the fire. Others say the energy is exhausting. And I totally, truly believe she just really just being herself. This is just who she is. A loud ghetto girl from Flint. Just because you got money don't mean you got to act like bougie or whatever, you know. And if anybody have shown you that is the Sanders. And social media, baby, social media build people up and tear them down in the same week. Y'all know that. 1 minute you queen bee, the next minute you cancel. So let's talk about it, Black Culture family. Should Claressa still be the face of women boxing? Is she really the GWOAT? Did she go too far this time? Or are y'all thinking like me that this is all promo and we all getting played? And one more. If this was men doing this, would people care this much? No, they would not. They wouldn't. They wouldn't be saying this about Floyd Mayweather if he did this or he, you know. So I already know the comment section finna be a battlefield. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's your girl Bella. If you like culture, sports, and the psychology behind why these people behave like they behave, hit that subscribe button. Peace, y'all.